I had a lot of people asking me about the CoCre8 Oneness coaching framework, so I'm going to give you just a little bit of it in this video. Now, I can't give it all away in this video, but I'm going to give you the 9 predicates of willpower. We have 9 predicates of willpower that we practice. You can remember the 9 predicates of willpower by remembering the 9 letters in the word willpower. The first predicate is the W in willpower, and it stands for willingness. Willingness is something that you have to have in order to find new passion. Curiosity cultivates passion. And if you stay inside your comfort zone doing all the things you've always done your entire life, you're never going to grow and you're never going to find new things to be passionate about. The second principle of willpower is the I in willpower, and it stands for imagination. Imagination creates reality. It really does. Think about this. Everything in our world was built first in human imagination. It all started up here. The third predicate of willpower is the first L. The first L stands for language. Language is the most powerful tool or the most destructive weapon. By your words, you are justified. By your words, you are condemned. But you have to remember, language isn't just used to communicate externally to other people. It's used to communicate internally to ourselves. What you want consciously has to be communicated to the subconscious mind in order for it to show up in your life. The fourth predicate of willpower is that second L, and it stands for leverage. Now, in order to create leverage in your life, you have to separate where you are and where you want to be. And knowing that difference tells you what you should work on the most. How do you do that? Well, there are 7 categories that every human desire can be placed in. They include physical environment, business and career, finances, health, family and friends, romance, personal growth, and fun and recreation. The 5th predicate of willpower is the P in willpower, and it stands for progress. And as long as you are progressing forward 1% better daily, then you're 365% better every year. Progress leads to what? If you thought of perfection, I want you to dismantle that belief system. Progress leads to improvement. You can always better your best. Always. The 6th predicate of willpower is the O in willpower, and it stands for order. And the meaning of this literally is talking about yin and yang, creating order out of disorder. You have to have balance in your life. You cannot L-I-V-E without E-V-I-L. In the same instance, the top of your head has a positive charge and the base of your spine has a negative charge. So you're quite literally a human battery. You have to learn that your ego comes from down low, and the more intuitive feeling of the subconscious mind comes from up top, the crown. And you can connect to each one depending on what you focus on, optimism or pessimism. So start creating order out of the disorder in your life. Clean your fucking room. The 7th predicate of willpower is the next W, and it stands for work ethic. You have to have a strong work ethic, and not for your job, not for your 9-to-5 choice of money or income, right? But you have to have strong work ethic toward what you want to accomplish in life. What is your vision? You have to paint a vision and start working towards it a little bit every day. You have to spend more time on yourself than you do on your job. So that requires you to wake up and go to bed at a certain time, right? You have to commit to yourself. And the 8th predicate of willpower is the E in willpower, that stands for emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence changed my life. It helped me realize that the friends I want will come when I act the way that I need to act. Emotional intelligence helped me realize that my life is not the way that I want it because of my own actions. Emotional intelligence helps me not react negatively or hatefully or judgmentally to people that take my content out of context. Emotional intelligence helps you to always keep a grateful and joyous mindset. And with that, you're always going to be attracting amazing opportunities. The ninth predicate of willpower is the R, and it stands for ritual. So ritual means you got to do the same thing every single day at the same time. Morning and evening routine. And it doesn't matter what you do as long as it involves mental, spiritual, and physical exercise. Your mind is a muscle. If you do not train it, you will lose it. Your body, it's made of muscles. If you do not train them, you will lose them. Your spirit, it is a muscle. And if you always are being analytical and intellectual and looking at the outer, the inner world is the spiritual world. So look inward more often. And that, my friends, are the 9 predicates of willpower. And if you want to learn how to apply these to your life, then join me live every single night at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.